So before coaching, I was kind of lost in my business. Like I felt like my business had a lot of potential, but there were various things that could be improved. Like for example, I was struggling a lot with my confidence, my time management, and I really just needed somebody who could just really help me with those areas and like identify things that I couldn't see myself.
Hi, Erica. Good to have you. So, today really is about understanding your coaching experience working with me over the last 3 months. I'll be asking you some questions, and I just want you to be open and honest. Does that sound okay?
That's good. That's good.
Cool. So, let me know, what was happening before starting coaching with me? Like, where was you? What was happening? Yeah, talk to me. Let me know.
Yeah, so before coaching, well, I was kind of lost in my business. Like I felt like my business had a lot of potential, but there were various things that could be improved. Like for example, I was struggling a lot with my confidence, my time management, and I really just needed somebody who could just really help me with those areas and like identify things that I couldn't see myself.
That's really helpful. So, like, what made what had happened for you to reach to the point where you're like, okay, I want coaching now. I think coaching would be helpful. Like for you, what changed? Because this had been going on for how long, would you say?
Quite a long time, like a couple of years.
Okay.
Um, I just felt really overwhelmed.
Mm.
And it's kind of like I didn't really have a good balance between like my personal life and my business. And also like just things like reaching out to people, trying to get my business out there, something that I just really struggled with.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. So what was like the turning point for you? Because you said that it had been going on for years, right? Like what made you decide that, okay, something has to change. Enough is enough.
Yeah. So I feel like with the confidence part, it's kind of like I could see a lot of people growing around me, and I felt like I was stuck in the same place. And it kind of just reaches a point where it's like if I don't do anything about it now, it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm in control of things, and like if I do need help, then I need to reach out to somebody,
Yeah.
and then reach out to you. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. So, had you had coaching before? Like, did you have any experience of coaching? Like, if you did, like, how did you feel going into coaching again? If you didn't, like, did you have any observations, reservations, things you weren't sure about? Like, yeah.
No, so I've never had a coach. So you were my first coach ever. And I wouldn't say I really had reservations about it, but I'll probably say one thing is that not a lot of people around me had coaches. Um, and looking back at it, I feel like everybody needs a coach. It doesn't really matter what stage you're at in your business. You can always, yeah, a coach will help you in a lot of areas, which I feel like people don't really understand.
Hmm.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you for that. So, like, for you, like, in a nutshell, what was your experience? What are you most proud of? Like, what would you say, like, is the biggest growth for you, like, during your time working with myself?
Yep. I would say I've grown the most in my confidence. Um, so before working with you, like I didn't notice that the way that I spoke to potential clients kind of made it feel like I didn't believe in myself or that I wasn't capable of delivering the results that they were looking for in their business. Um, so like I just remember you like there was one time where we were speaking and just having a general conversation, and you kind of just had to say like, Erica, look, you don't need to like apologize for certain things, or you don't need to like the way that you're speaking is basically making it seem like you don't know your worth.
Okay, that is really helpful. And one thing about me, like I always say, I won't call you out, but I will call you up. Like I am a coach who genuinely cares and I want you to do well. Like, you know me, I'm not just gonna let you come to the session and be like, oh, I haven't done anything. Like, no, we are gonna make sure, like, of course, I keep you accountable because I want to see you grow. I want to see your business thrive. And also, like, I will keep it real. Like, that's one thing that I really pride myself in. So I'm glad that you've shared that. So thank you for sharing. Um, what made you decide to choose me as your coach? Like, why me?
So one of the things was it's nice having a coach from a similar background, like being from London, being like a fellow Black woman, and also like I could just really see how passionate you were about what you were doing through your content. And I'm pretty much a person where like if I am looking for somebody to help me in my business, it's really important that I can see that they love what they do. Um, so yeah, that's like a really big thing that really attracted me to you. And also I can see like other people that you've helped as well. Um, and yeah, I just wanted to be one of those people who benefited from having you as their coach.
Yeah, no, thank you for sharing. It's been great working with you, seeing your growth. I know literally in the first 7 days, you were able to secure a high-paying client. We've been working on, of course, like attracting your ideal client and growing your business. So yeah, like what is next for you? What's the next goal for Erica?
Yep. So the next goal for me is to be making consistent income every month. So my goal is 4K, 5K a month. And I do feel confident that I can achieve that as well. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. And what would you say to someone who's maybe watching this right now, who's maybe in a similar position to you, like they're wanting to get started with their business, they feel like they haven't really made as much progress as they would have liked to. They also know that, if something doesn't change, like you said, like something has to change, but they're just not sure as to, whether to get the support or not. Like, what would you say to that individual?
Um, Honestly, like if you don't do anything about it, like your situation isn't going to change. And like with everything in life, you have to do things that make you uncomfortable. Like if you stay in your comfort zone, you're never going to change. You're never going to like excel in things, and you're never going to see like yeah, improvement in areas of your life that you want to improve. So, even if you do feel like hesitant about doing it, just do it regardless.
Well, look, Erica, I appreciate you taking the time to share your experience and wishing you all of the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Lakeisha.
No worries.